Hello dear friends, look what I have. These are two pieces of canvas on the frames and I'm going to create two crafts with branches of Butterfly Bush and Vitex. First of all, I'm trying to estimate using fresh cuts of butterfly bush from my garden. How could they look on my ready craft? Maybe like this? To get the best quality of dried plants for my craft, I will use press microfloor, which works in microwave. I've got the video on my channel on how I do this. I am showing you what this press contains. These are other branches of Vitex for another craft. Both crafts will be in the bathroom. After I press prepared plants in microwave, I will dry them completely between Viva paper towels and mats with silica gel inside. They will dry for 24 hours. I see that my fresh cuts are bigger than the mats, so I will need to cut them into smaller pieces. I am placing branches of Vitex to imagine how they will look like on my future craft. Okay, I see I have enough botanical materials for my two crafts. I know how will I use them. Now I will need to dry them out. It's clear to me that some branches of Vitex are too thick, so I need to cut them with the sharpened knife. Very carefully I am cutting about half of the thickness of the Vitex branch. Also, I am deleting the stuff from inside of the branch. Well, I am pleased now. This branch is ready for drying. I understand very well that probably there are some insects on my fresh cut of the Vitex branch. I just cut this branch from the Vitex bush in my garden. They can be very tiny, so a white sheet of paper will definitely help me to find out them. I am shaking the branch above a piece of paper, and when I see some insects, I squeeze them with my finger. I am placing branches of butterfly bush into microfloor press. I'm doing my best not to put them on each other. Look please how I dry plants in microwave in the particular video. You will see the link for that video in the description. I have dried 2 branches of butterfly bush. They are flat now. They lost almost all the moisture they used to have. But I can see also the flowers of branches lost their beautiful color too. That's okay, because I will paint dried plants with pan pastels anyway. I am done with drying botanical materials for my new project in the microwave. Now I will need to finish drying plants in the mats with silica gel. Any left moisture in the plants will be taken by silica gel in mats for 24 hours. I am trying to save space on the mat and not put plants on each other. Plants between Viva paper towels and mats with silica gel go into the plastic bag, which I am going to place underneath several books as a press. Now I need to paint my dried botanical materials with soft pan pastels. I want my plants to look natural. As you see, I am painting now the back side of Vitex leaves, because I am going to use them in my craft exactly this way. Eventually, I have Vitex leaves painted on the front and back side. Flowers of Vitex are lying in front of me and I need to paint them. They are pretty thick. Firstly, I was thinking to use a sponge to paint them, but later I understood that using cotton balls will be much better. The flowers lost their natural color after drying. I need to give them a new color. My crafts will be hanging on the wall in my bathroom, where I have an interior design in purple color. I keep a small towel near me to look at and to repeat the color of the flowers. To paint the leaves of Butterfly Bush, I don't need to mix some pan pastels, because I have the exact color I need. The flowers of Butterfly Bush will be in purple color too as Vitex flowers. Well, I have the canvas on the frame. I tried on the back side to paint with pan pastel. It works very well. I prepared the same size as a canvas, a piece of white foam. I will need it to create a composition from the dried plants. The color of the flowers is similar to the color of my towel right now. Look what kind of different media you can use on this type of canvas. This canvas is acid free also, which is always very good for dried botanical materials. Before I start to create the composition for my craft, I will shake my prepared branches above a piece of paper. Look, extra stuff is gone. The foam is in front of me. It's empty now. I have nothing on it. I will paint some images on it with my butterfly bush branches. Look how I am doing this. It is the first option for my composition, but I usually try several variants, then I choose the best. At last, I have chosen this option for my craft with butterfly bush branches. As I did before, with branches of butterfly bush, I will shake branches of Vitex now to delete extra pan pastel. Now everything is ready to create a composition from the branches and flowers of Vitex. I don't know exactly how it works, but to create a composition I need just to move my plants and look at what combination is the most beautiful. Oh, I like it. I don't want my canvas to stretch when I'm working with it. To put suitable book underneath canvas, I think is a good idea. It is time to paint the background on the canvas for my craft with branches of butterfly bush. It is comfortable to do this job using the cotton balls. I had better to use a piece of paper to fulfill this job very tidy. I am creating the crafts for my bathroom, so I want to paint the background for my crafts according the color of the interior design in my bathroom. The background on canvas is done. Usually, in the end, I blow extra pan pastel away. I will use the Mod Podge to cover all surface of the canvas. Mod Podge works as a glue and a finish too. In the beginning, right after placing the Mod Podge on any surface is white, but later it becomes clear. The first layer of Mod Podge will work for me as a glue and as a sealing for the back side of my dried plants. Until the Mod Podge is wet, I need to move some dried plants from the foam to the canvas. I should begin to do this with the botanical materials which lie on bottom. It is very important for dried botanical materials not to be just only glued, but also they need to be sealed from the air and the moisture. This is last branch I have left will be glued not now but later. Whatever is more comfortable to press my plants to canvas, I use my finger or some brush. I can press canvas. I have placed hard book underneath it. Firstly, I wanted to leave the background of the craft with Vitex in white color. So I decided to paint it with super gloss brilliant matte patch. I took the white flat brush and put the matte patch on the surface of the canvas. Remember, I placed the book underneath the canvas. I am taking plants from the foam from the bottom of the composition and placing them on the wet surface with mud patch on the canvas. Of course, I am trying to place all details in the same position they were on the foam. I press my glued plants to the canvas with the brush, and when I am done, I leave my craft for 24 hours to let it dry. Another craft is already dried for 24 hours. Now I need to find what is not glued and glue everything left not glued to the canvas. And also I need to glue all pieces between each other too. For example, leaves on leaves and so on. I need to cover my craft with the second layer of Mod Podge. I am painting Mod Podge with the brush very tender and careful not to destroy fragile dried plants. But at the same time I have to cover every single piece of them and not miss anything. To reach this aim, I use the different tactics of painting with Mod Podge, and I have to be very patient with this job. Now I am placing on my craft my last detail. I mean the last branch of Butterfly Bush. As usual, I press it to the canvas, gluing everything very well, and leave my craft for drying for 24 hours. Then, when it is dry, I will cover with Mod Podge with intervals of 24 hours all surfaces of my craft twice. For this craft with Vitex branches, I use different technique to put Mod Podge. I paint only surfaces of plants with small round brushes. From time to time I change the size of the brushes if I need to. I do my best not to go out from the outline of plants. I'm working with super gloss Mod Podge now with this craft. But later I changed my mind and the last layer I did with the Mod Podge. Until the Mod Podge is wet, I can clean it from the area where it is not supposed to be. For this purpose I use damp cotton swabs. I keep them near me. I've covered leaves of Vitex with the first layer of Mod Podge. When it dries, I will repeat this job. 2 layers of Mod Podge will be a good sealer for dried plants from the air and moisture. I made the decision to cover the flowers of Vitex on the clipboard twice firstly, then when they are dry, just to glue them on the craft. This way allows me to do this job very tidy. I mean, I won't have any extra Mod Podge outside of the outline of flowers. When I looked at the flowers of Vitex after they dried out, I understood the shiny flowers don't look natural, and after this I did the second layer on the flowers already with Mod Podge. After the second layer of Mud Patch on Vitex flowers dried out, I started to glue flowers on the craft. To press them on the craft, I used a paper towel, but to press them with a slightly damp cloth, I liked more than a paper towel. Eventually, I placed some books as a press on top of my craft and let it dry completely for 24 hours. Yes, I've got exactly what I planned to have with this craft, but it is clear to me now I want my craft to be more compatible to the interior design of my bathroom. And I found out how to do this. I painted the background with pan pastels and added some decorative stickers with images of butterflies and flowers. Many details in my bathroom are in purple color. It was my idea to get an interior design for my bathroom where many shades of purple color are. That's why I created two crafts where the purple color exists. I like the result. Thank you, friends, for watching my video. Be creative. Make your life with your creativity better and brighter. Take my ideas from this video if you like them. Don't be shy if you have any questions about this project. Ask me. See you later on my channel. See you later on my channel. Bye bye.